A year ago, I made this great video about why you might want to enter your human design experiment in 2023 and why right now, if you didn't make a New Year's resolution on December 31st, it's not a big deal, because technically, if you're following the sacred calendar that doesn't match the Western Gregorian calendar, the Rave New Year starts on January 23rd. January 23rd can be a great day for starting a new year, a New Year's resolution, and harnessing the energy of something that is real. Okay, it might not seem like it, but for a lot of people, the Gregorian New Year is not really real. It's a time actually of a lot more yin energy, a time where we really need to rest. And the Rave New Year in the human design calendar, which kind of more aligns with the Chinese astrology, is the start codon of our genetic makeup, the 41st gene key, or gate 41 in the I Ching. So if you haven't made a New Year's resolution, or you've made one and it's like not quite what you want, January 23rd is a really great day to start something. It's really dropping into the authority of the self-projected, who's just gonna talk and wonder where the truth comes out. So it's like to really step into something beyond strategy is even interesting as well, because we're so used to having to be strategic. Okay, so one level of your experiment is like, okay, I have to be strategic. What is this world? It's chaos, it's crazy, so follow my strategy. For me, that's the G center behind the sternum. Easy, I've been doing it my whole life. I've been vision boarding since I was 10 years old. This is easy for me, right? This self-expression. Not always easy, because not everybody likes self-expression. A lot of people have a problem with it, which can lead to a lot of core wounding, right? But there's kind of a sweet spot you get into when it's beyond just strategy and you're just watching it happen. And then you're really a player in the game, you're a player in the movie. And that doesn't mean it gets any less painful, okay? It honestly gets more painful, but the pleasure associated with it can also be more great, if that makes sense. You're gonna see the distance in relationship, but you're also invited more deeply into cultivating something more greater and more whole. And that's kind of what I'm saying, 6th year of this experiment. So right now, there's a lot of pressure to emote. We're sort of in this transit of the 39-55, which is I gotta provoke, and that's the programming, to provoke something to meet the abundance of spirit. And that's going to just be a tendency, but that's just programming, right? Can you see past the programming into the true self? And if you can touch the true self, which a lot of people have at this point, we've all been really blessed with so many spiritual paths that have been laid out for us, so many wisdom traditions, so many things that go back thousands and thousands and years, and allow us to. I was just buying Amma cushions and beautiful darshans and things that and just really enlighten us, but that's not really what we're being called to do yet. So we've touched true self, okay, cool, and I've touched my true self through the experience of some religious practice or some wisdom tradition, but there's still an emptiness inside, right? There's still a thing that's that's not quite right, Because I'm not going to like go join an ashram or a monastery necessarily. That's not everyone's path. Maybe for some time it is. But, you know, the possibility beyond religiosity and religion is also calling us too. And it's not like into a place of nothing matters, although it can feel like that at times, because we're in this collective darkness that's like, you know, creates separation. But it's like the possibility of possibilities, the infinite intimacies that are available. And if we could just, you know, make it matter. I think that's what everyone's, right? Like, make it, you want to provoke. Oh gosh, I feel the provoke in myself. And I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to how to provoke it, actually. Because that's, I try to have the answers, right? Like, oh, here's the answers, right? That's my not self. Totally. I'm a 731. You know, Toth gives the answers, and that's Maya. I'm just Maya. I only know a little better through my voice, and through speaking and through self-expression, what is the direction to go. So this is 6 years into the experiment. And it keeps going, you know. So the strategies of trying to win, trying to get better, trying to improve ourselves, like those kind of fall away in a sense for some time, and then they come back. That's the other thing about the resolutions. There's the rot, there's the thing that like, okay, I'm done with this, I'm done with meditation, yoga, Jungian archetypes. I mean, I've heard people talk about all of it. I'm done with, you know, you might really be done with spirituality in a lot of ways, your paths of seeking, because you're dropping into the body. And it's not a bad thing, right? But then, you know, the real mystical or the beyond mystical is the combination of that with uniqueness. And that's really where the juice comes out. And then you can go back to, like, you know, your methods of planning, strategizing, making the, you know, world a better place, whatever your thing is.